You know, for the longest time, if you had a brilliant startup idea, the path to getting it funded went through one place, and one place only, Wall Street. But what if that whole system is being turned upside down? Today we're going to talk about a massive shift in how companies get built, and it's not being powered by elite VCs. It's being powered by their most passionate fans. All right, let's just start with this question. Think about a company or a product you absolutely love, something that really, truly solved a problem for you. Now, what if you could actually own a piece of that company's success? I mean, really invest in it. Well, this isn't some daydream anymore. It's a new reality, and it is flipping the entire world of startup funding on its head. But to really get why this is so revolutionary, we first have to look at the old way of doing things. For decades, venture capital was basically a closed club. It was a world run by a handful of gatekeepers who got to decide which ideas were worthy and which ones would never, ever see the light of day. And this really shows you the two different worlds. On one side, you have traditional VC, right? It's exclusive, it could be painfully slow, and it's all focused on what Wall Street wants. But then, on the other side, you have the crowd. We're talking about real people, driven by a genuine passion for a product. That's the power of Main Street. And that is the core of this whole disruption. So, what happened? What was the big bang that let the crowd in? Well, it all started with a landmark piece of legislation and the vision of one of its key co-authors, a guy named Sherwood, Woodie, Neiss.
The key, the absolute game changer, was Title III of the Jobs Act. This law basically smashed open the piggy bank. For the very first time, it made it legal for regular people, not just super wealthy accredited investors, to put their own money into the private startups they truly believed in. It was, in a nutshell, the democratization of investing.
And this legal shift created something totally new, this powerful hybrid, the Investomer. It's such a simple idea, but it's also profound. You're not just a customer anymore. You're not just a fan buying a product. You are now also a funder, an investor in that company's future. It's where your passion and your wallet finally come together. But for Woodie Neiss, this wasn't just some abstract legal theory. No, he had already seen this power in action years before the law was even a thing, with one of his own brilliant startups. This quote right here, it just nails it. Neiss didn't just go out and sell a product, he built a movement. This idea of creating an army of advocates, people who are so passionate about what you do that they become your best marketing engine, that's the secret sauce. So look at how the Flavor RX story played out. The problem was universal, right? Every parent knows kids hate the taste of their medicine. The solution was genius. Just flavor it. So what happened? The parents who used it didn't just become happy customers, they became evangelists. They told every other parent at the playground, at school, everywhere. Now, just imagine if each of those parents could have also invested, say, $100. That is the power of the Investomer. Okay, so it doesn't stop there. This whole idea is evolving again. Woodie Neiss's latest venture, called D3VC.ai, is taking this wisdom of the crowd and basically supercharging it with data mining and artificial intelligence. And here's the core belief driving it, and it's so powerful. The collective passion and, more importantly, the buying decisions of thousands of customers, well, that creates a massive trail of data. And that data can signal a hit product long before it ever shows up on some Wall Street analyst's spreadsheet. The crowd, the Investomers, they know what's hot first. Just look at this. On the left, you see this massive bar for crowd conviction. That's all the data from real people buying, loving, and investing in something. Meanwhile, over on the right, traditional VC awareness is still way down here. This gap, that's the golden opportunity. D3VC.ai uses AI to find startups sitting right in that sweet spot. But this is way bigger than just a clever new way to find hot startups. This has really deep implications for who gets funded, what kind of ideas get a real shot, and ultimately, who gets to share in the wealth creation.
So, why does all this matter so much? Well, because when you open up funding to everybody, the results start to look different. Studies are showing that more women and minority founders get the capital they deserve. Why? Because their ideas are being judged by the very people who will actually use them, not just a small club of VCs. And crucially, it finally lets those raving fans, that marketing army we talked about, get a piece of the financial upside. So if this whole idea has got you thinking and you want to dive deeper, there's a fantastic resource out there. Woodie Neiss has literally written the book on this. It's called Investometers, and it's pretty much a playbook for any entrepreneur who wants to harness this incredible power and turn their own fans into their funders.
So we'll leave you with this final thought. The future of investing isn't just about finding the next big thing. It might be about building it together. The most powerful investor a company can have might just be its biggest fan. So the next time you fall in love with a new product, maybe ask yourself, could that investor also be you?